About a week ago, I actually did a consultation with one of you, and all what he wanted to know is how have I been able to be so successful in farming in Africa, because he had tried so many. He has tried poultry farm, goat farming, whatever, and had failed at all due to a lot of reasons. I want to share with you guys what I shared with him on that call. And therefore, if you want to be a farmer in Africa and you actually want to succeed, trust me, it is not easy. And I have listed about 5 things that have helped or contributed to my success here at Farming in Africa. And I want to share it with you guys all for free. So stay tuned if you want to be a farmer and you want to learn some tips from me. Welcome back, guys, and as I said, today we're going to be talking about 5 essential things that I have practiced here in Africa doing livestock farming that have helped me getting to where I am today. And I know I'm not yet there, but it's a gradual step. At least I am on the track. But before we go into details, I want to introduce you guys to this machine that we've brought. This is a corn chiller, and if you're doing poultry farming, livestock farming, crop farming, and you're growing corn, then you need one of these machines. It comes with its own gas motor that you can just basically spark it, put your corn in, it's going to peel it and also take off the seed. So it's a corn chiller. We have it at our shop in Achimota, and if you're interested in, call the WhatsApp number or visit our shop. I think we have about 4 pieces there. You can buy some. It's just for small scale. So, you know, if you're doing livestock, you probably want to grow your own corn. And if you harvest it, you know, those days where you get women peeling it and all those things are over. Use mechanized farming, buy a small petrol, pour it inside, spark it, it's gonna do all the work for you. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about 5 essential things that have contributed to my success. And I'm gonna share with you. I know there's a lot of video on the internet about how to become a successful farmer, how to become a millionaire farmer. I can promise you that. What I can promise you is what I have done that has helped me get to where I am today. And number 1 to me is the people that you work with, right? So here at the farm, my number 1 essential reason for you succeeding is you. You as a beginner need to spend majority of your time on the farm. Most of us, we start farming and then we go and sit in our office, we go and sit in the city, and we expect our farm to happen. You are the visionary. Without your backing, the people at the farm, mostly they are just telling me what to do. They don't have the passion for it. It's a stepping stone for them. So you, the farmer, the visionary, the businessman who wants to go into farming needs to be here. I spend time in Accra, but I try my best to be here as much as I can. When I started my poultry pen, I actually moved here for 1 year. You guys saw me in the beginning when I was, you know, the chicks came, I was spending nights in the chicken pen, day and night with the team, working alongside with them, right? So number 1 is for you to try your best to be as involved as you can in the farm if you want your farm to succeed. And that is what has worked for me. I tell you, anytime I have traveled to the US and left the farm, I come and 1 or 2 things have gone wrong. Not to say my guys are not doing a great job, but because I am not here to give them the direction that I want to take the farm, of course, it won't meet my expectation to 100%, right? And that could result in collapsing of your farm, even if you don't have the right person, right? But I know that not everybody can be at their farm. Most of you are living abroad, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't still start the farm. So if you can be here, then you will have to make sure that you have the right farm manager. I know in most cases, you're not gonna get, you know, a well-trained, you know, vet to be at your farm, or even a farm manager, somebody who has gone to school, who really wants to do this as a career. And therefore you have to rely on either relative, friends, or recommendation. Sometimes people you don't even know, which is risky, but you have to be very, very careful. You guys have learned this. It's everywhere in any business, especially on our continent. If the people that you're working with are not committed, you can't trust them, you're definitely going to collapse your business. It doesn't matter whether it's a family member, it doesn't matter whether it's a male or female. So that's the 1 essential thing. I'm going to repeat it again. If you can spend as much time as you can here at the farm. If you cannot and you have to hire somebody to take care, make sure you put in the effort to invest into the person to make sure that this person is the right person to take your vision to the next step. Which leads me to my point number 2, which is how you treat your workers. Very important, especially the laborers. Most of the time we forget about them and treat our farm managers with respect, friendliness, and we look at the people that are actually doing the work. We don't even give them a face. But don't forget, those are the people that have contact with your business. Whether your business is a product or is a service, they will have either contact with the product or contact with the people, which are your customers. And therefore, it's very important not to overlook them. So take care, because remember, last year I had issues where people would just leave my farm, and I showed you guys, they wouldn't even tell you. And at the end of the day, they would just leave your flocks, whether goat, cow, sheep, whatever you have, and they will just go. So please make sure that you're treating people that you work with very kind, because most of the time, they are the biggest risk, because your manager might probably not be 24/7 at the farm as these guys should be. So number 1, hire the right manager, be at the farm if you can. And number 2, treat your workers well. If you treat them well and you show them respect, at least they will give that same respect back to you if they are the right people or good people in general. So let's move on to point number 3. Point number 3, even if you have all the right things in place, you definitely need to put the right tools in the hands of your workers, right? So I don't know what kind of farming that you're doing or whatever project that you're doing in agriculture, but there are tools that you need to be able to support them. You know, these guys are used to a certain way, but trust me, when they see improvement, they do see. Anytime I work with my guys, I always tell them about what I'm planning in future. I always tell them about things that I've bought that is on its way coming. I remember when we started harvesting brachyra grass, we were using machete, and I would tell the guys, I'm bringing, a bush cutter where we will just put it at our back and be cutting. When it came, they were very excited. People were just having fun, going up and down and basically cutting. Then we went ahead to bring a walking tractor. So they see this improvement. They see that their workload is reducing, right? And that gives them some incentive, and they're always looking forward to, right? So you don't underrate them, thinking, oh, these guys, they are from the bush, they are used to machete, so machete is all what I can give you. Even if they request a new one, you don't give them. Give them the right tools to do the right work, whatever they request. I remember last time when I was here, my team were requesting for just simple things like gloves. Their gloves has worn out, they needed gloves. I had to get them gloves from Accra. We are entering into the rainy season. Things like rain jacket, just simple things like that goes a long way, which really fits into treating them well as well. So just the small tools they will need to be able to manage your farm efficiently for you. I know they don't bring you back money, but they are investment to yield a better result for you and give you peace of mind, because if your workers are happy, then you can also sit wherever you are and relax knowing that things are going on as planned. So let's move on to the 4th one. So you guys know me and you probably are guessing what I'm going to talk about. So my 4th point is about feed and water. Sometimes we think, especially cows, we just allow them to roam and roam and roam without even giving them water. And they drink dirty water as well, even if they find water. All those things doesn't help you yield the results that you need as a businessman. Whatever you feed them is what they're going to produce out for you, right? So getting your feed right, and if you're a fan of this channel, then you know that brachyra grass is what we advocate. We also even have alfalfa. So with alfalfa and brachyra grass, you can't go wrong. Any livestock that you want to do, you'll be able to feed them, whether fresh or dry like we have here, right? And feed your livestock with it. If you're able to feed them with the right amount of food and the nutrition, then they're going to grow better and you're going to yield the results. Water, they're just like human beings. As we all eat every day and go by our daily activities, we all need water to drink. The same like the animals, guys. So let's make sure that we have water and we have food for them. you know, I did a video about how tough it was for me to drill water at my farm. I actually drilled 3 times. One cost me 9,000 cedis. I drilled 3 times before I finally got water into my farm. And I've done that video. You guys can go and check it out. I think it's called Sources of Water at My Farm. You can go and check it out. But water is very essential. Drill your bowl. Sometimes, you know, we focus so much on the animal, buying the stock, and not doing these small things that is actually going to help them grow and yield the results, right? So clean water, good nutritious food is my point number 4. My last point, which is point number 5, is your farmhouse. You need somebody to be at your farm 24/7. That is a mistake that I did initially, where we were just moving from the town to the farm. And even though I've never experienced theft, I will always come back to something that's different, whether the cows decide to break down and escape, or somebody came here, shot the gun whilst hunting, different things, even though it was never theft. But you might not be as lucky as me, you might actually experience theft. Try to invest into something small so that your workers can stay permanently at the farm. They will serve as security for you. They will also be here in case of any emergency or you have any issue to be able to help you out. So invest into a farmhouse, and that could save you as well. These are the 5 things that I have done over the years at my farm that have gotten me to where I am. It might work for you. Take what is wealth, take what can help you, twist it, add yours to it, and make it work. But my goal here is to help you become successful, especially most of you that are living abroad and trying to do this here. Because if you succeed, then you can recommend to other people and we can all grow. But if you don't, then there will be a lot of discouraging in the system, and we will forever neglect agriculture in Africa. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comment below what you guys think.